It's nice and quiet, and you start laying there thinking, wow, I'm one with nature. They don't see me, these birds, thousands of them right over my head. And then all of a sudden, a guy jumps up and yells,
"Kill him! Come on! Straight up, straight up, straight up, right there, straight up! Get that one, straight up, straight up!" Woo!
Karl and Michael.
notice anything different about me today?
No, not really.
Two hunter-gatherers who just love life.
Awesome.
If it's caught, hunted, or harvested, these two knuckleheads will throw it on a grill.
And when you add sugar to fat, you get happiness. No offense.
And with the help of world-class chefs, it's gonna be delicious. Welcome to Natural Born Gorillas.
You're not even drinking.
Well, I am.
This week, we're going goose hunting.
You don't know where we're going. But we're making great time.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black, and we are a couple hours north of Sacramento. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's a farmhouse and a barn every few miles.
We had no idea where we were.
Are we still going to stop for coffee?
So, yeah, there should be a place right up here around the corner. You want to knock on these people's door? Hello.
Hello. Do you have any coffee?
After hours of driving through the dark, we finally arrive, and we're late. And Jason and his partner RJ have put out 1,500 goose decoys, and they are like serious. They're like drill sergeants. Shut up, sit down, lay down, don't move.
Absolutely no moving whatsoever. We gotta sit still, or otherwise it's not gonna work.
So we got out to this dark ass. It's pitch black. I'm in a Michelin Man suit.
And I look over at Karl, and there's this giant sperm whale in the middle of a rice field.
Do I look like a little pretty little snow angel?
And then as you're sitting up, pull your gun up just like that.
And finally, we had a set come in.
And thousands of birds are coming in.
And you watch them going around in a circle, and they're calling whatever the hell they were doing. And there was one goose who thought it was smart to turn around and fly back past us. There you go, Karl. Nailed it. Seems like we're wearing anti-camouflage.
We are, and that's just due to the spread that we have. If you guys have noticed, we've got all of these huge windsocks going. So, and it just kind of makes it look like the socks, like we're blending in.
Gotcha.
They have a conservation season in February for 5 days to hunt these things, just because there's so many of them now.
Isn't that great that there's something that's not, having to be protected and limited?
Absolutely.
Jason Eversolo is a guy we've met and is a great guide here in Northern California. So, you landscape during the summer and you
do this in the winter. Yep.
What's the most rewarding part of doing it?
Honestly, it's the kids.
Yeah.
The kids. When you get a father and son out here, and the kids, you see not only the kid's face, but dad's face when he sees his son, out doing something that dad loves. That's the best part. Absolutely.
This is a Ross goose, a little smaller, and that's a lesser snow goose.
So, and these are very, very good eating birds. Probably one of the best eating birds there is.
You say they're, you call them ribeye in the sky?
They do. They
Tastes
do.
like steak.
Oh yeah, cook them just like a steak. They're probably the best bird there is to eat.
You ever grill them?
We do. Just a little bit of salt and pepper, season them just like you would a steak, and throw them on the grill, cook them exactly like a steak, and they come out excellent.
in the 4 or 5 hours we had for downtime waiting for sunset for the birds to come back around, I think it was Michael's bright idea to see how Jen Coleman, our producer, would handle a shotgun.
I have shot a shotgun.
You know where the safety is and all that stuff? Safety's
No.
here. We're all
Okay.
safe. Okay, now we're ready. And then you're gonna slowly pull the trigger.
You don't cock it? 1, 2.
Hold it, muzzle control, muzzle control. There you go. Come on.
That was fun.
Want to do it again?
A little bit.
It's time for the afternoon session, and to keep, instead of Jen sitting in the car, we suggest you come out with us, and she does.
Jen, from the cheap seats.
Worst of all, be what you say you will. I love you still. I need you.
One of the things we decided while we had 2 hours of laying around was, wouldn't it be cool? In fact, let's put a bounty on who can hit Jen with a goose.
Carl just said another 100 from him if anybody drops a bird on Jen.
I think at one point they even tried to make it a game to try to hit me, which would have been rude. No bird actually hit me. However, one came pretty close.
On Jen! On Jen! Oh! Oh, shit.
So a flight comes in.
Kill him, kill him.
And everybody does a great job. We get a bunch of birds out of that flight. But one bird makes it through. And everybody keeps shooting at this bird. I unloaded on it, everybody unloaded on it. That bird came around and around, everybody shooting, and then we watched it fly off. Luckiest bird ever.
Look at all the feathers dropping out of the sky.
And what a great way to end the day.
And what's good is you can see how like the juice is starting to come up.
When we come back, we recruit outdoor chef extraordinaire Mike Z
We're just tossing.
to show us how to prepare geese for the grill.
Don't fuck these up.
I think we did some killing.
After a successful hunt near Greeley, California, for a mere $10 a bird, a professional processor has plucked, cleaned, and vacuum-packed 10 snow geese and speckled bellies. Welcome back to Natural Born Grillers.
Wow, that is warm.
Sure it is.
You know what it's from? It's from the sun. It's not
It
the
is, absolutely. It's called solar power. Solar power.
solar.
Solar means sun.
So it's grill day.
Grill days are completely chaotic.
We're kind of drinking all day. We're learning to cook. We have a great chef now.
You know, I got a phone call and they said they wanted me to come and cook a goose.
And we got Mike Z, who's a real chef and knows how to cook this stuff.
I have never cooked wild game.
Don't fuck these up. Hey, I remember that from the pheasant. Feels good, doesn't it?
You want to do like 2 and 2? I was thinking of getting the breasts off a couple, throwing them into marinade. And then, just because my friend Terry the chef wants me to say spatchcock, we're going to spatchcock the other one.
Spatchcocking.
What does spatchcock mean?
We're going to cut out the backbone on the back, and then we're going to flatten it out so everything will cook at an even temperature.
You know, look like just little birds with little black marks in them where the pellets went through, all over the place.
He has me try one, and without getting the meat here.
Use the knife the other way, and
Yes.
Use the sharp part, Carl.
if you do
Oh! That sounds good. So I should just grab it and rip it?
this, just bend it down, flatten it out. The cracking of the bones is what you want to hear.
Oh, wow.
Flip it over and press it down.
All right.
Here we go.
Jeez. I'm trying to keep some really bold flavors here because this goose is supposed to have a really strong, game flavor. So we're gonna really try to stand up with that. Start off with a little bit of sugar.
Cheers to you, Michael.
A little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion powder. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this green za'atar seasoning in. It's a Middle Eastern spice. It's got sesame seeds, wild oregano, some thyme in there. Rosemary is really strong, which is why it's gonna really stand up here. Now, do you want more salt in there? You can kind of taste it, but it's pretty subtle.
It's sweet.
You want a little more salt?
I think a little more salt.
When it rains, it pours.
It's so much better. Try it. Try it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little more.
Yeah, salt's good.
Good and good for you. Mike, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You're putting the seasoning right up next to the meat, which I think makes sense. Would it be better just to pull the skin off of it?
We're doing it under the skin because it's going to flavor the meat as opposed to just the skin. And then we figure if something happens to the skin, you can just pull it off.
Okay.
We have spatchcocked these birds, meaning we cut out the backbone, flatten them out so they're all kind of the same thickness, so it should cook at one even temperature.
And I'll just keep drinking.
Well, do what you're good at. Justin Crossley is our buddy who has figured out how to make a living talking about beer.
All right, welcome back to the program. We are very close to the moment you've all been waiting for.
I bring beer. That's all I have to do is bring beer.
I'm laying down in a field full of grass, getting bit by spiders and mosquitoes, and then again my hay fever, so I'm starting to swell.
What a pussy.
Could anybody tell that Karl was swollen?
No.
Well, no, because I'm swollen already. That's the.
They said gay men are bitchy. I swear to God.
I hate you guys so much. I'm single, everybody.
This is the Komodo Kamado. See that? Komodo Kamado. This is the greatest Kamado style grill. I'm gonna call it the Ferrari of Kamado style grills.
It's so good to us.
I love this grill so much.
Don't do it. I thought he was gonna hump it. He humps things that he loves.
So I've gotten the geese turned into sausage, and the specklebellies are ready to be grilled. So I thought, as an appetizer, we'll do the snow geese.
These are our basil sausages.
Basil, snow goose.
Snow goose.
Sausage. And these are smoked Bavarian. There's cheese in the sausage.
What was I going to show you? Big black dick.
Big black
Hot
dick.
pussy juice. That might come in handy. Maybe not for you. I'll keep the hot pussy juice.
We'll just, you never know. It's a crazy day out here.
You got to swing your hips now. Come on.
Oh my God, they're dancing again. Gayest show ever. Here, big black dick.
Did you get the hot pussy juice?
Lisa said I couldn't have that.
What we say about me and Karl is that I grew up shooting stuff, and where Karl grew up, they shot back.
Karl is a little bit like an onion. Like, the more you peel, you find different layers.
I've been shot at many times.
How many times you get hit?
Once.
But that was you.
But let's.
Where's the bullet?
It's my mom. It's with my mom in my baby book.
Isn't that sweet?
My first bullet.
What? Who does that?
Cheers, big ears.
It's time to eat sausage.
I'm gonna try it without the mustard.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's good.
Oh, the brown one's okay.
It almost tastes like seafood.
But I like the cheese.
Yeah, it does have a little seafood taste.
The red ones with the Bavarian cheese tasted like salmon.
Salmon butt.
Not a big fan of salmon.
Eat another piece and pretend you're eating something that's been made with salmon.
I don't like eating when you have to pretend things.
Thank you.
He started kind of passing it off as fish. If you like fish, you should just eat it. No, it's goose.
If I told you that that was salmon sausage, just imagine it's salmon sausage.
I don't.
And what I'm saying is,
Can I imagine something else? I don't like salmon either.
Everybody kept saying it tasted like fish, and somehow I decided that I should convince them that that was a good thing.
Maybe it tastes like salmon.
If it tasted like, if I told you it was salmon.
I would agree with you.
And would it be okay?
It out now?
That experiment didn't work.
You know, I wonder if it's because I left it in my car too long.
I think that's...
You were sitting in your car all day?
Not all day, just most of the day. The hot part.
When we come back, find out if specklebellies really are the ribeyes of disguise. Our specklebellies have been defrosted overnight in a brine and then spatchcocked, backbones removed for quicker, more even grilling. Mike Z has applied his special wild game rub, and now they're going on the grill. Welcome back to Natural Born Grillers.
Presentation side down first.
Okay.
You always want to put
Presentation
presentation side
first.
down first.
That's a good thing to know. And this is a specklebelly.
Exactly.
All right. We're going to get those going.
We're going to do that about 7 minutes.
All right, ready? Start the timer. And go.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so we're going to flip them. And we're going for grill marks, so this is a little bit
Grill
tricky.
marks. Ooh, nice.
Hey.
That looks good.
And what's good is you can see how like the juice is starting to come up.
You guys getting that real tight?
Get in
Yeah,
there
good.
tight. That's what you want to see.
See this
Go
beauty.
for grill marks now.
Okay. Here comes for grill marks. Up and over to another hot place. Quarter turn. You agree with that?
That is good.
But I brought beer for the fowl itself. 3 different ones that are probably going to work. One of them is going to be perfect. The other 2, we'll see.
Okay.
Stop down. Let's get this man a beer.
Jesus.
Yes?
Only the
I'm
best.
saving the good stuff for dinner.
So now I'm down with shooting a deer.
I'm down too. I'm ready to kill.
Elk, bear.
So in the beginning of this whole thing, I wasn't down to kill anything.
I want to go big game.
Swine.
Pig,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, pigs are a big problem.
I think I'm ready. I think I decided this time it looked like enough fun. I got to go kill something.
Nationwide, pigs are a huge
nuisance.
problem. My buddy sent me a picture. He killed 20 pigs in a month. And the last one, he sent a picture. This is a 450-pound pig with 12 piglets.
Oh.
And he's holding the piglet.
Oh,
this big.
you're not gonna like. Well, wait, Michael's not gonna like this part.
He's holding this piglet, and I'm like, dude, what a dilemma! What'd you do with all those piglets? And he said, baby coyotes need food too.
Coyotes got to eat too.
Coyotes got to eat too. Mother Fear, aka my wife, made us some potatoes, goose fat potatoes.
I have been tasked with the duty of making a side dish, and we've got all this goose fat here, so I thought I would make goose fat potatoes. They're just as delicious as you might think. They've got this sweetness on the inside, they're kind of crunchy on the outside. The thing about the goose fat for these, it needs to be super hot. It has a really high smoke point, so we can get it super, super hot. If it's not hot enough when you make this dish, everything's gonna be soggy and greasy, and you don't want that. I got potatoes, obviously. These are Yukon Golds. You could use russet too, but I think these are a little sweeter. And if you salt them on the top, you get that great salty and sweet, which is fantastic. And I parboil them, which means you don't cook them all the way. You almost cook them all the way, but right when they're still a little firm on the inside, you take them out. And inside the water, when I was boiling them, I put a little bit of garlic and a little bit of bay leaf. That's just gonna make it taste a little bit better. Once I pulled them out, I sprinkled a little bit of the semolina over the top. It's a really fine flour, and we're gonna mix it up, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna put a little breading around it, which is gonna make it super crunchy and super awesome. I've got an oven preheated at 450. You could probably even go to 500. There we go. And now, the star of the show, our rendered goose fat. There you go. It's super hot. We're gonna pour it over the top. Put a little rosemary on the top. Everything's better with rosemary. We're gonna pop these in the oven for about 20 minutes at 450, 500. And when they come out, they're going to be crispy on the outside. They're going to be soft and fluffy on the inside. They're going to taste fantastic, and they're going to go great with your goose.
Goose fat potatoes? Oh yeah. Anything fat and another thing added is probably good, and if Mother Fear does it, even better.
In they go.
Ribeyes in the sky.
Smash a couple of them down. Not all the way. You don't want to make mashed potatoes, but you just want to give it a little more surface area so that it can get a little bit crunchy. So we're turning these cubes sort of like into little pancakes.
Oh, it snaps where it's supposed to.
Exactly.
Here, have one. Have one too. You know what's nice about cooking vegetables? You don't ever have to worry about, are they done enough?
Because you're not really going to eat them anyhow.
Exactly. Listen to that sear. That's nice.
That's nice.
Mike Z breasted some of the birds and marinated them in a chimichurri sauce. Now the breast steaks are going on a 500-degree grill for 3 minutes per side. He's shooting for medium rare. Here's a tip. Oil your grate with safflower oil. Olive oil will burn at such a high temperature.
Why'd you quit dancing?
Because we got 10 seconds, so you got to flip them.
Get a close-up of that crosshatch, can you?
Oh, dude, I think they're looking. What do you think?
I'm thinking like 30 more seconds, then we'll let them sit.
Ouch. That does look like a steak.
We will see.
Oh my God, oh my word.
Hey, here's a toast to Mike Zimmerman, who took something and made it beautiful that I would have destroyed. Thank you, Mike Zimmerman. This looks fantastic.
Thank you.
It tastes like a ribeye. It really does.
Shockingly, it was amazing. They were right. It tasted just like ribeye.
That's ribeye. It's
Yeah.
roasted.
Oh my God.
That's really good.
It is.
Well done.
I thought this was pretty damn good, and everyone seemed to agree.
Mike Z had nailed the goose, and Mother Fear had got some great potatoes, and it was time for Justin to give us the right beer for this meal.
So I brought kind of a mildly roasty porter. You could do anything. You could do a roasty stout or a roasty porter. But I wanted some roast flavor because, for one, we're grilling it, but also it's supposed to be kind of a rich meat. And if you put roasted malts against that, it'll tend to kind of cut through it for you a little bit.
It's nice to have someone at the table who knows what they're talking about.
It was fun. It's a great group of people. Everyone has fun together. It's laughing and joking and drinking and.
It was a great hunt, great cookout, great meal with great friends, and it doesn't get much better than that. And to everybody else.
Good job, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.